Hi guys, thank you for joining me. So today we're going to be working on Plan B because I changed my mind. Initially when I made these, my first idea was to use a trifold cover. Well, then I changed my mind because I liked that fabric that we made in the last video. And I did finish the cover. I just went ahead and sewed it. I sewed along the spine and it is, sitting nicely. I love it. I think it turned out great. But these are 8x8 papers, right? And then I printed them like this to be halved. And what I thought was that I was going to make these flips inside the front. And I think that would work nicely and I like it, but I'm going to change my mind and I'm going to do I am going to do a trifold after all with these. But I did go ahead and prep some for this size, the 8x8 size of the cover. And what I did was, this is two 8x8 sheets of paper and I just joined them on a thin strip of cardstock. And I can dress that up with a stitch or, a roll of washi or something, right? But the way these are, I didn't want to fold them, especially like with the heart right in the middle and stuff. And I didn't want to fold them like I did these, right? So there's a couple of them that I didn't want to fold. Let's see. In here, I didn't want to fold that one either because it had the heart right in the middle. So I just joined that on a strip of cardstock too. Then I have legal paper and I went ahead and printed my image on legal size paper, which is, well, I trimmed it, but this is 8.5 by 14 and it's 7 inches and then that's 8 inches, but I figured it'd be close enough for the 8-inch wide section of the journal. So I will use these papers and then I will make more and add more different kinds of paper. And then see, I did the ones in black just to break it up. Okay? And then I will break it up with more paper too, more different paper. Oh, and I believe I trimmed that. Yeah, so it'd be even along the spine. Okay, so this is going to be another journal for another day. Alrighty? And I like it. I'm not ditching it. I'm just changing my mind because I think this would be, oops. Sorry, my microphone, I'm trying to string it on that side to keep it out of the way. So, because I think these would lend themselves very well, very nicely to a, I keep smearing it. I'm just trying to get it perfect. I think these would lend themselves very nicely to a trifold. Okay? And I don't know what that smear was. Some of this paper is delicate. And if you rub it against the black, it will transfer a little bit. So there. So I keep erasing on it. I'll just have to wait till I'm done and erase it when I'm done, but I probably can't help myself. Okay. So, of course, I will trim that so we won't have the overhang from the thickness of the pages, right? But here is the unicorn journal I made, and it is a trifold. And I think this will lend itself well to a trifold. And I'm going to show you the top, and then we're going to open it up. And let me measure. The inside panel is is shorter because it it doesn't need to be that much shorter, but that's just what I did because it needs to clear. I didn't want it to be, you know, bunched and awkward. So I just wanted to make the middle not as wide. So right now the middle is, looks like 5 3/4 ish, and then the cover is 6 1/8. So the cover is, and it probably was 6. That's probably 5 1/2 and 6. But it just got thickness from all the layers of covering. And I will show you how this opens. It opens with one signature on the right, and then the back signature is on the left. Okay? And then this side of the spine is 1 inch, and that is a 1/2 inch. Okay? And I'm going to do this one different. I'm going to use a file folder, and we're just going to cover the file folder and see how we need to do that. I might just cover it in panels like this and leave the edge clear. That makes life easy for folding and corners and stuff, so it doesn't bulk up and do the creasy stuff on the inside of a fold and stuff, you know. It just keeps it smooth if you don't do that. And then what I was going to do here is, and I don't know what all that is, and it doesn't matter. I don't know what I was doing. And this is my last one of these. And I will set the papers aside so I don't get any more black smear on it, because I don't want any of this to have that black on it. And I'm not going to bother erasing it. I really don't know what it was. I probably should erase it so I don't get my hands dirty. Well, it's not going to erase. I really don't know what that was. I don't remember what I did. I really don't. So what we're going to do here is, this is going to be the spine, and that is 3/4 of an inch. Okay. And then the reason I chose this file folder is because on the right, yes, but we only need that to be a 1/2 inch. Let me see if we can do this. Okay, 3/4 will be the spine, that's fine. I'm thinking I'm going to make it opposite of the other one. And then this will be 4 1/2. Okay. The 3/4 can be the whole thickness of it because it's not going to be very big. So then we can just make this spine 3/8 of an inch. So we've got to make this 4 1/2. And this is 9. Okay, we're only going to make that 4 1/4 because we don't have that much room. 4 1/4, and then and then 4 1/4 is, no, 4 1/4. Sorry. Does anybody struggle with the figuring out part? So that's 8 1/2. So then we'll have a 1/2 inch spine, 1/2 inch-ish. Okay. So then this gives us 9 inches, and then this side of the folder minus the tab is 9 inches. Okay. And then this side only needs to be 4 1/4. And then high, it needs to be, we'll say 8.5. Okay? And then I will show you what this is all about. Four. Okay, that is not quite lining up square. Okay. So we are just going to give it a straight line. Okay. I guess between the folds and stuff. Let's see, 4.25. Okay. So from here to here, it needs to be 4.25. Let me just measure, double check. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. 4.25. Okay. And then all we need to do here is cut off the tab. Let's see if that cleared it enough. Not quite. Okay. And then from top to bottom, it needs to be 8.5. This is my last file folder. If it looks like I'm hesitating, I am. Okay. I could set that one up to score, but I'm just grabbing mine. I have one of these cutters set up to score. So we're going to come in 4.25 from this side. Okay, and we're going to score that. And then we're going to come in 4.25 from this side just to make sure we're good. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. And then that gives us less than a 1/2 inch in the middle, but that's fine because we don't need as much on this side because it is pretty thin. And I'm not going to add too much to it. So that'll be thick enough for a spine. Okay? It might be closer to 3/8, which is kind of what I wanted in between. Okay, let's see. That's not straight, so we'll have to fix it. It doesn't look straight. But we'll make it straight. Okay. Alrighty. Okay. And then we're going to come in. So the change was really just the design of the paper, and I couldn't decide what I wanted to do, and I ended up doing both of them. Now that is going to be fine, but that is going to be too snug. I forgot to make that just a hair shorter because to clear the inside. I need to find something to do with this stuff so I quit moving it around. Oh, we'll put it right up there. Okay. Now this, we're going to shave that down just a hair. Just, it doesn't matter. It's just the tiniest amount. We just don't want any interference in the middle. We just need to make sure this center edge clears the spine. And we're got to account for the thickness of paper and everything we've got. And that'll probably be okay, because we still need it to be wide enough for the signature. So that is going to go back there, and this is going to go up here. And we can't add too much, but that's what we're going to end up with. Okay? So it will be perfect. It will be just right. Great. Okay. So now we got to take it easy covering this, because we don't want to bulk it up too thick that it won't fit what we just did. So I have some papers set aside to choose from that I liked that matched the paper. Here, I'll pull this out. Yeah. This and this. Okay, I'll just pull this one out because this kind of has all of it. The poppies, the checks, and everything. See, I thought those colors matched it nicely. Okay. I kind of liked this. Just the gray, the gold, since I did some of the pages backed in gold. I thought that was a neat option. Just words, right? Here we've got just black and white words. I think that's okay too. Gosh, I wish y'all could tell me. And then this red, which I don't think I will use because I think it will clash. Where'd the cover go? With the cover. Or I could use it since it matches so well and just ink the edges or something. I might do that. And just ink the edges in black. I like that. And I like this. And I think that looks good with that. I think those three look good together. Do you? Okay, that's what we're doing. Final answer. Okay. And I'll just ink the edges in black. Okay. Let's do that. Okay, let's do that before I change my mind. So we need, I'm going to write this out on my paper that I was scribbling on the other night. Okay. We need, oh, that's going to go inside. So this is 4, okay, we're going to make that 4 1/4 is too big. 4 1/8 will give us a good panel. So front, back, so 4 1/8. Okay, and the middle piece is, we're going to make that 4, and the height, that ruler's not big enough, on all of it will be 8 3/8. Okay, so that will give us So that will give us just like an, not even, maybe an eighth of an inch all the way around. Okay? All right. Cool beans. And then this is going to be the outside. And we need 2 at 4 1/8. And 1 and, okay, 8 3/8. 1. Oh, we have 3. We don't need 3. So this has got to be 8 3/8 high, right? Okay. And then this is going to be 2 at 4 3/8. Right there. And then 1 at 4. No, those were 4 1/8. And 1 at 4. And I just poked myself with that cutter. Okay, these are wrong. 8 and 4 1/8, not 3/8. Okay, that's fine. We got it. There. Okay, so that's front, middle, back. I'm going to sit them like that so I don't. And looks like I need to make a homemade Band-Aid. Won't be the first homemade Band-Aid I'll make for a paper cut. Well, this isn't a paper cut. When I was lifting the trimmer up, I touched the blade underneath. Okay, so that's going to be the outside. And this is going to be the inside. And they need to be 8 3/8 high. Two at 4 1/8. Okay. And 1 at 4. And again, this is front, middle, back. Now I do need to reinforce the spine somehow. Let me measure the inside of that. And that is 1, 2. We're gonna say that's 5/8. And the outside of this, we're gonna call that 5/8 too. Okay, both of them. We'll give them 5/8. Right here, that's half. That's 5/8. Okay, that's half, and that's 5/8. Alrighty. We're ready to glue. I have some craft paper here. I'll just lay it down. I usually use this for wrapping and stuff, but I'm going to just use it to work on. I feel bad wasting it because I love it so much. What do we got under here? Ruler. Don't want to tape our ruler down. Okay, and then just to keep us sane, we're going to clean up some of this mess real quick. I end up with, piles, layers and piles of crap when I'm working. And we're going to try to get better at cleaning up as we go. This book's a little bigger. These were my son's. Man, I hope that's not moving the camera. I'm sorry. I won't set it up like that anymore if it does. We will start on the inside, I think. Okay. And what we've got here. Okay, that's top. This was my sister's trick glue hack, and I have a video on it. And this does two things. Number one, reduces wrinkles, and number two, reduces mess. Because when you're gluing stuff down and then you're smushing it down with the bone folder or whatever, right? And then you got gobs of glue gooping out and stuff. Okay, this helps a lot of that. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. Use a glue stick, and I'll just ink it afterwards because I've already started. You use a glue stick to spread your glue out. And it just works well. Okay. Now I'm pretty generous with my glue. But if you do this with paper, like on the back of a journaling card or a tag or something, it helps with the wrinkles. Okay. So we've got inside. So we want it centered. Okay. I think that's pretty close. And I love this agate bone folder. I guess it wouldn't be called a bone folder if it's made of agate. It's not made of bone. But I love it. Agate tool. Okay, we'll call it the agate tool. Okay. Okay. Don't want to get it upside down. Let me make sure I'm in shot Probably not. Sorry. Hmm. Scooch that a little. See why I went through the double, was careful. It probably was brutal to watch me being so slow about figuring it out and doing the math, but it's fitting just right, you know. So I'm happy with it. Measure twice, cut once, right? Thank you for the feedback on the first video. The first cover. Now we're doing the second cover. So we're going to end up with 2 journals out of this, huh? That'll be cool. And I'm not going to make them too thick. I'm not going to make them big, bulky things. I'm just trying to showcase this cool paper and have fun with it. Not everything has to be a, 10-pound book. It can be, well, crap. I did the wrong one. Here I just was bragging about, okay, we'll have to trim that. Here I was bragging about measure twice, cut once, and then actually this right panel was the narrow one. Remember? Because this one's got to be up against the spine. Crap. It'll be okay. It will be fine. This is my best pair of scissors for cutting a nice straight line. Usually I wait till it's dry, but we're just moving on right now. And that is really close enough on that. So I think that's just fine. I think that's fine. And I still have to cut a piece for that one too, don't I? My sister's watching something. The guy's singing a Jason Mraz song. I'm gonna try real hard not to sing along because I love Jason Mraz. Actually, that's a CD I have in my CD player right now. Not this song, but a Jason Mraz song. And this needs to be under a half, because that's a half. So we're gonna make it. We're gonna make it right there. Final answer. Because you have the bulk of the folds it's a 1/2 inch spine on that side, but the bulk of the folds take up some room. So this can't be a full 1/2 inch. So it'll stay inside, the folds, Let's see. Do we have any words that tell us which way is up on here? Nope. I can't tell. Looky there. I think this is turning out great. See? Now let's do the outside, and then we'll just ink it all real good. Now we got to remember which one This is the narrow one. Yep. Oh, I guess this doesn't have a top and a bottom. This is Colorbach Red Promenade cardstock. It was a big paper pad that had probably, I don't know, 6 or I don't know how many different shades of red cardstock. Called Red Promenade. And then my sister bought and made a red poppy journal for me, and she bought the kit, an Etsy kit, a poppy. So I might have a look-see at that file and see what cool images I can come up with to add to match this poppy design. You know, like cover images, or like or I don't know. I might just use what I've got, that other cardstock, that other decorative paper I picked out, because I don't want to take away from the design of this. So yeah, I probably won't do that. I'll look and see if I have stickers and stuff, but I want to somehow incorporate it on the cover, the poppy design. Yeah, I shouldn't mix designs. Yeah, that's dumb. But I want to find something cool and special for the cover. I have a couple of ideas. I want to try to do less. I always do a lot of pages, but I'm going to try to focus on decorating with this one, embellishing and layers and stuff. I never quite do them up as cool as in my mind, like what I want. I guess I don't know. I guess I'm just trying to do a bunch of pages and get something on every page. You know how I do that. And I think this time I'm gonna focus on embellishing and like layering and texture and lace and lots of rich goodness. I'm gonna take it easy on the pages, the number of pages. I'm not gonna make a big book out of everything. I don't need to do that. I can just make something lean and pretty. I just want to focus on and get better at embellishing. Making a few real focal points, like the cover for one, and just some rich looking pages, collaging and layers and textures. That's what I want. That's the plan. Okay. Now, looky there, we're already done. That wasn't a bad cover. Do y'all like this kind of cover? Have you done this kind of cover? I've had requests to do tutorials on this trifold, and I was going to. Okay, we're back to plan ABC. Where are we at with this? Because at first I was going to do trifold, and then I changed my mind, and now I'm back to trifold. So I don't know what you call all that, or what that means for where we're at. But we're done. Oh, I gotta glue the strips on. I'll do that. Yeah, I'm not gluing this one. It's not getting done. cool. Okay, we're down to 3/8 again. Nope. See how that's already messier than using the glue stick? Because that won't take ink the same. So I need to clean it off a little bit. There. Okay, so that was a quick cover, wasn't it? From talking about it beginning to end. And then, like I said, we're just going to ink the edges black. And then we will have a neat little pretty journal. Okay? Love it, love it. It's going to be pretty. Okay, I think that's enough for today. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Love you, bye.